9:40 at Raleigh, fog was reported. 40. Now approaching observation. At Washington, the wind was held at 9 knots and the water temperature was 42 degrees. At Piney Point, the wind was held at 10 knots. At Thomas, the temperature was 39 degrees. Wind south at 15 knots. A statement from the National Weather Service. Sleet and snow rain at times this evening across portions of southern Maryland. While little to no accumulation is expected, travelers should be alert for reduced visibility and slippery spots should precipitation remain persistent. A statement from the National Weather Service. Precipitation is ending across central Virginia from Charlotte.
What's up, everybody? Hope everyone is doing all right here for today. Hope everyone's doing good on this Sunday evening or Sunday night here at this point, my friends. Hope everyone is doing all right. We got some more updates for you guys regarding the weather. Things are looking a little concerning. But first off, let's go ahead and see who is here for today. We have ourselves Liam, we have Moo, we have Kevin, we have Richard, we have, let's see here. We also have Julie, we have Gio, we have Frank. We have Fairless, we have Penny. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone is doing all right here. Caden says I'm going to stay here for a bit because I'm super tired from yesterday. I went to bed at 11. All right, sounds pretty good. Scott's here. Let's see, Jonathan's here. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone is doing all right. Glad to have you guys here. So, as you may have seen by the title, there's a little system that's going to be driving through the country, still showing up on the models as we've been looking at over the last few days. It's caught my eye. It's actually been on the back of my mind for the last few days, and it's honestly looking a little bit interesting. This could bring some problems regarding snowfall. This could bring some problems regarding storms. This could bring some problems for flooding. Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a second. But anyways, my friends, once again, glad to have you guys here, and I hope everyone's having an amazing week. I hope everyone's had an amazing weekend so far, and I hope you guys have a great work week ahead of you, or school, whatever you do. Hope everything is going all right. So before we talk about the future, let's go ahead and talk about what's happening right now. Central part of the country, absolutely dry, but there is a bit of a disturbance moving through the southeast right now. A little bit of precipitation, a little bit of winter precipitation was falling across portions of central Virginia, but for the most part, it looks like that's about over. There's mostly just rain moving its way across the mid-Atlantic region, southeast here as well. Once again, just a very, very small disturbance moving through the regions here, so nothing too crazy. A little bit of snow showers possible towards, western Pennsylvania, northeastern Ohio, kind of towards the Cleveland area being possible. And across the west, when aren't we dealing with any rainfall? Because we are seeing another round, I hate to say this, but another round of rainfall is moving towards California. Dude, they've been getting pounded, absolutely pounded for the last several days. They've just been getting what we call they've just been getting an atmospheric river, basically just a big flow of moisture moving up on those mountains, causing a big old problem. But like I said, we take a look here at the future models just to kind of put things in perspective. The time, like I said, is right up there here based off of the models if you want to look at it. But like I said, we got a low pressure system driving a lot more moisture through, really starting to impact portions of California kind of for tomorrow afternoon, on the Eastern time anyway. So this would be, I believe, 8 o'clock a.m. for the locals, which definitely is expected to see a lot more rain. You can see a lot more snow for those upper elevations. I mean, guys, like I said, they've been constantly dealing with tons of issues for a very long time. And like I said, they're going to continue to see a lot of heavy rainfall moving through. Continuous snowfall, too, for those upper elevations. You can see in the dark blue, that's showing very heavy snowfall, which is definitely not very good at all. Let's see here. Frank says we are waterlogged. We need a break. I bet. I can see that. You guys have been dealing with wave after wave of continuous, precipitation moving through. And like I said, you're in a very active trend where this is going to be possible, not just for this wave, but I mean several waves, as you can actually see here. I don't like to take the models too far, but unfortunately, that's just kind of the pattern we're talking about right now. So just be on the lookout for my friends out there in California. Like I said, obviously, let them know if you have any friends, family, workers, whatever, that's in California. Just give them a heads up. Let them know that, unfortunately, more precipitation is moving through the region, which is horrible. Mega says, will that go over me? So, yeah, part of it will. Part of it, not as much, obviously, as like California, but maybe a little bit. Mostly of that second wave that could move through. Anyways, let's see. Are these rainstorms? Are these Pineapple Express by any chance? So they, like I said, this is what we caused by an atmospheric river. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that. Basically, a bunch of moisture kicking up across those mountain ranges. And obviously, with that being said, for those elevations, I mean, this could bring for some snow concerns. Now, actually, I forgot to tell you guys, because there is a severe weather threat tomorrow across these areas. We take a look here at tomorrow's severe weather outlook. And as you see, south of San Jose, basically west of Los Angeles, you see this dark green area. That is a small threat for severe weather. Now, with tomorrow's outlook, there is actually a tornado threat, a very small risk area. 2% chance of having some tornadoes across the region. Like I said, which is what we need to watch out for. Hail not a concern, and damaging winds is also a possibility. So a few strong to severe storms could move through those regions, which could be a bit of a concern. Let's see here. But that is what we are talking about. See, news meteorologists are saying February it'll stop. Honestly, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Honestly, we just need to take this 1 month at a time. Honestly, let's see here. They need the rain, but not all at once, back to back. Yeah, that's the big problem. Is that we are just in a very active pattern. Like I showed you guys here yesterday, and actually times before. We take a look here at North America. On the view here, you can see. Out there in the Pacific, I mean, you see all these lows, these low pressure systems just, moving through the regions here, bringing multiple rounds. It's the pattern we're in that's bringing bad conditions for California. Hopefully that changes. And speaking of, that's a little something that's in the talk here. That's kind of what we are here to talk about. But anyways, like I said, that's what's going on in California. Those people just got to be watching out for it. I mean, it's a big deal. We'll continue to update you guys on this situation. Right now, there is still a lot of flood watches in effect for obvious reasons. I mean, everywhere in the green here, guys, this is all, we're going to change the screens here. All the green there, all that dark green is showing flood watches. Obviously, we're flooding as possible at some point in time. So definitely going to need to be keeping an eye out on that. Let's see, Brandy says, good evening, Andrew. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here for today. Alrighty, guys, well, it's time. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the models. We got a few things to talk about here. Let's go ahead and bring out those fancy forecast models. We got to take a look at a few of them. We're going to look at the European. We're going to take a look at the GFS. We'll take a look at the GDPS, which is the Canadian model. And then we'll talk about the blend of models. And we'll keep an eye on that here. So anyways, my friends, let's go ahead and take a look here at the first model of all, which we're going to switch over here to right now. This is the European model. So we track our way down in time. So you're going to notice something. First of all, we have this big old moisture blast move through that we were just looking at here for a little bit. Definitely a bit crazy. Definitely is a little bit interesting. Let's go ahead and actually bring up my pen here so I can actually draw on the screen for y'all. Any tornado warnings? No, not right now, Daniel. There's no tornado event happening at the moment, which is good. But anyways, all of that moisture kicks its way to the west here, obviously bringing that precipitation for California, eventually towards those upper elevations. Then here's what's going to happen. We're going to get a low-pressure system developing with a little bit more moisture pulling into the Rockies. This is going to release itself in the Central Plains. Now, there's going to be a possibility. According to the European model, once again, we can't just trust one model. That's why we're taking a look at a bunch of them. Now, the first major model, the European model, does suggest maybe a little bit of snow towards portions of Kansas. Maybe central Kansas could see a bit of snow for the beginning portions. And obviously, this will track its way up here to the east. We're actually going to drop a model because that one does not go as far as the one we're going to be looking at with GFS. But once again, same thing towards Kansas, moving into portions of Missouri, maybe moving into Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and then really wrapping up here. Maybe even blasting down some chilly air, as you can see here in the blue. You see that little blue dip? That is showing us that there is a bit of cold air being pushed down here from this as well. So, could be a possibility. And according to the European model, you see there's a cold front, a pretty strong line that you see form right here across the southeast. This starts kicking off towards Louisiana, Arkansas region, towards Tennessee, towards Mississippi, Alabama. this could drive thunderstorms. This could be a possibility of, like I said, this could be a possible severe weather event. We need to watch closely. So, on both fronts, as we've seen there with the European model, things are looking a little bit interesting. But now we take this to the GFS. Now we take this to the American model. We just looked at the European run. The latest American does show the same thing, low pressure system driving through maybe a little bit of snow, not as much according to this model compared to what the European had to say. Maybe a bit of snow for Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, kind of the similar thing. Obviously a lot of the northeast that's in that colder air, for areas like, pretty much eastern New York State, for places like Vermont, for places like New Hampshire, and portions like Maine, could be seeing a bit of snow, which is definitely concerning. And once again, you can see that very strong cold front moving through. We're actually going to dive into this a little bit more here in the future, but anyways, like I said, there is some similarities there, and once again, possibility of some cold air blasting down here to the south on the eastern side as well. And like I said, those conditions are actually warming up, which is a little bit interesting. Now we move into the GDPS model. This is the Canadian model. We track way down in time. Same thing happens. Low pressure system moves through, but this one's a lot different, as you can kind of tell. Not really kicking off as much as the other two models have said. Now, this one's actually not a major model. This one's not known to be all that major, but it's just another one to look at. But this one does show some rain for the southeast, maybe a little bit of snow for the northeast as well. So the GDPS model is very, very different in comparison to the American and the comparison to the European model. So obviously, that's what's going on there. So, what can we learn for this? Well, there is a system, regardless of what model you talk about, is going to track its way to the country, really start kicking off here for basically portions of the 11th. This is about 3-4 days out. Obviously, moving through. Looks like some storms, for like the southeast, the western southeast, maybe towards like Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas. Could be a concern for the late 11th. Which is, kind of a little bit of something we got to watch out for. So for the 11th, for the late 12th, I think the late 12th is going to be the biggest concern. For the late portion of, the 12th here. The late 12th, I think we could see some nasty storms like through Alabama, towards Tennessee here. Like I said, it's not just one model. We were looking at this here yesterday as well. And it's set to kick here. Now, I'll tell you what, we're going to switch over here to my other website I use, but this one really dives better. I really like the user interface of this one a lot better. But you can see, so now we're looking at the energy that is basically in the atmosphere. So we're taking a look here at the available energy, basically, the storm's fuel, essentially, what it needs here. Let's see here, Pilot has become a tropical stormer. Well, thank you so much there, Pilot. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, seriously, so much for that. But anyways, we track our way down here in time. Like I said, we get a lot of warm air pulling up here, and bam, there you go. We get a lot of energy, decent amounts of energy, towards like eastern Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, maybe Mississippi, Alabama, and perhaps even further east. So that's something we are going to need to keep an eye out there for. So there's enough energy. There is enough energy in the atmosphere to fire off some potential severe weather. And like I said, we were talking about this yesterday, how the model suggested a pretty strong lower level jet here, and we look at it now, same thing, very, very strong lower level jet here towards Louisiana, Mississippi, could bring a tornado concern for those areas. I would say, if it's based off of what I'm looking at right now, I'd say it's possible we could have some tornadoes towards like Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana here for portions of next week. So, with that being said, we need to watch this closely. Like I said, this is seriously, an event that is going to need to be monitored because we're in the early mid stages now of this event. And like I said, I've been watching this for the last few days, and it's been showing a lot of support. It's been showing continuous after continuous amounts of support here. Those dew points, regarding the surface moisture in the 60s, that is perfect. That's the Goldilocks zone, basically meaning that is like the most comfortable zone for for thunderstorms to thrive in regarding moisture supply. Then we have here's the thing. We actually have ourselves a very, very large troughing motion that's going to be driving through the country here. We take a look at it. Look at this. Big old dip in the jet stream. This is a big old kink in the belt. And basically, this is just a bunch of ridging happening across the west, leading to high pressure, clear conditions for the most part. Might be good for like California for a little bit until the next system moves through. But anyways, bringing in warmer temperatures, better conditions overall, and of course across the south, bringing that little trough there, bringing that severe weather chance, which is definitely a bit interesting here. So we'll definitely need to watch out for that. So, like I said, from what it looks like, this could drive severe storms, and this could drive the potential for tornadoes. A bit concerning. Possibly tornadoes, possibly damaging winds, maybe some hail, flooding, even a big concern as well, as we are going to be seeing a potential of a decent amount of precipitation here. Now, that's where I want to take you guys back here to the main models. Now, we're going to take a look here at the blend of models. It takes all these models we've been looking at and blends them together. Basically looks at them, precipitation-wise. But anyway, so we're going to take a look here at the total precipitation that's expected over the next few days regarding the blend of models. Once again, this just averages out data. This just averages out a whole bunch of stuff. That way we can see the big picture. We track our way down in time. We are going to have ourselves a lot of precipitation out of this system driving through the country. Now, this could bring several inches of rainfall for places. Now, go ahead and ignore that little streak moving through here. That's already pretty much happening for the most part. But like I said, I mean, this could drive a bit of rainfall, across the regions. And it's so sad to see. Like, say here towards California, I mean, look, they just get blasted once again with heavy amounts, several inches of rainfall, across those regions, which is very, very unfortunate. And like I said, if you're in California, I mean, seriously, you better be bracing for this. I mean, seriously, this is pretty crazy pattern we're in right now. So. But bottom line is, we just got to be watching out for this. We definitely just got to be keeping an eye on here. Like I said, we just got to be keeping an eye here for the system because, I mean, like I said, it could bring its impacts. It could bring its potential here. We take a look here back at the models here. So here's the GFS model once again. We track our way down here in time, and you can see all that moisture moving through. Low pressure system develops across the central country, tracks northeast, maybe bringing some severe storms for the south, maybe bringing some snow here for the north possibly. Which that is that's what we're seeing here. So we're definitely going to need to watch these closely. So, but that's interesting. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll definitely watch for that. Like I said, the short-range models, they don't go out far enough here yet. Like I said, they don't go out far enough here as of now. But it's starting to show some of it. As you can see, that bit of moisture moving through. I'd say by tomorrow night with our next update, we should have another, this model should be supporting this system here. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye out here for it. Which that is what we're doing here. So, but once again, everybody, like I said, if you guys have any questions, if you have any questions or anything at all, please let me know. Because I want to be here for y'all. I want to make sure that you guys are staying safe out there. Because like I said, I mean, your guys' lives are very important, and we want to make sure that you guys understand what is going on across these regions. I'm actually going to turn this off for now. Now I'm in dark mode, so we're going to turn on dark mode for a minute, because that's actually kind of blinding, I figured out. Maybe I need to bring back the cool glasses with with my aviators again. Might need to bring those back there. But anyways, but once again, like I said, got to be watching out for this here over the next little bit. Like I said, we take a look here at the radar right now. There's actually a bit of snowfall, falling towards like Idaho, falling towards like, Washington State there across the region. So we'll definitely, we'll continue to watch this here. Let's see here. Pilot with a $5 super chat saying you deserve it. Pilot, thank you so much for that. Super nice of you. Big shout out goes to you, Pilot. Thank you so much for supporting us. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. Seriously, yeah, Pilot, you're actually my first donator ever on the channel, which is crazy. And so, Pilot, you honestly deserve that. You deserve that award. As the first donator on the channel. I mean, we've had. It's crazy. It's so crazy where we went pretty much a year ago, Pilot. A little bit more than a year ago now. It's whenever you actually donated for the first time. So Pilot, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. And once again, everybody, like I said, we'll be watching out for the weather here for the next few days. There's just a lot of stuff we need to be on the lookout for. All right, my friends. Well, like I said, if you have any more questions, make sure to let us know. And like I said, we'll keep an eye on it for you. Make sure that you guys are ready to go. Make sure that you guys are, like I said, ready to go with this event. Like I said, this could bring some issues regarding, weather for areas in the south and areas here, like I said, areas in the south and areas here in the north. So we're definitely watching out for that. So we will definitely watch out. Let's go ahead and switch on back here to the Pivotal Weather Models. Let's see here. Pilot with another donation saying it would not let me do $8, so I had to do 2 chats. Well, thank you so much there. Greatly appreciated. Big shout out goes to you, Pilot. That's super nice of you. Thank you so much. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look here at the European model, guys. Like I said, we track our way down in time. We have the possibility. Now we're going to zoom into this one. Once again, Pilot, thank you so much for that. It's super nice of you. But we're going to zoom in really close here, across like the south. And like I said, we track our way down in time, and you can see this cold front moving through here. And like I said, this could possibly bring some snow concerns for areas of like Arkansas, or sorry, let's say snow. I'm in severe weather. Sorry, my mind's all over the place. Severe weather concerns, possibly severe storms, like for Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, perhaps Georgia. I'm going to leave Georgia and the Carolinas out of this for now. I'm just going to focus on these main areas, mostly Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, which is interesting. Let's see here. Can I look at the forecast for you? Says Julie. I would have to pull up my program, which I can do, I guess. We'll take a look at it. If you're really concerned about it, let's go ahead and see. I might have to restart my program a few times because for some reason it does not like to start on the first try with what I got. Because this time it actually worked. Cool. Yeah, I just need that little search bar up there. That'll show me. That's how I look at addresses, or not address, zip codes, in regarding to things here. Let's see here. So you want me to take a look here at 70791. So you are across Louisiana. Okay, so yeah, you're going to be in the possible zone of some weather. So you are basically towards Baton Rouge, in which if we look at the models, like I said, Baton Rouge is basically right around in here. So if we look at the models, it does show the cold front moving through. And in which, like I said, we take a look here at the overall energy that's in the atmosphere. According to what the models are showing now, there are some storms and maybe a few isolated severe tornadoes for central South Carolina and Midlands. Like I said, I'm going to try to leave the Carolinas out of this for now, since we're still kind of in the early stages of this event. Like I said, for right now, we need to be paying attention if we're in Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. There's still a lot of iffy concerns regarding areas further east, but we'll definitely watch out for this here closely. Let's see here. Next up, we have ourselves, let's see, we're going to switch back here to the radar view. That way you guys have something to look at while I look up this location. So let's see here. So you want to take a look here at 46567, 46567, across portions here of Syracuse, Indiana. Basically right here in north central Indiana. So, okay, so for you, regarding things, honestly, like I said, we're not going to probably do too many of these personal forecasts tonight. But when it comes to you, I mean, you're not in the line of severe storms, obviously, which, obviously that if you're in the concern of severe storms, then you want to put your address or put your zip code there. But regarding things for you, with this storm, honestly, you could have some impacts out of it. The European model shows a bit of rain happening, then maybe turning into winter precipitation. The GFS shows rain and maybe then some winter precipitation. So there is a bit of agreement. There is a little bit of agreement here when it comes to those models for your specific region. So right now, I would not be fully on the fact that you might see snow. I would not get excited about it right now. I would say, there's still a possibility this could just all be rain, or little to nothing could happen for you. Because a single shift in that low pressure system's track, that'll throw everything off. That will literally throw everything off here. So we'll definitely keep an eye on it. Is it going to hit Pittsburgh? So for Pennsylvania, obviously, we track our way down here in time. Now, Pennsylvania does have the concern of maybe some impacts out of this. According to the GFS, the American model, this does show a lot of, for the most part, this does show a lot of rainfall for areas towards Pennsylvania. But when it comes to the European model here, honestly, this one's kind of brought up in the same sense of maybe starting out as rain and maybe ending as snow, towards some of those regions there in Pennsylvania. So I'd say if you're in Pennsylvania, you should monitor this, although I would say it's likely mostly going to be just rainfall for the most part. Let's see here. Thanks, Andrew. I'll give my sister a heads up. Well, alrighty. And you are very, very welcome, my friend. So I'm here for y'all. And like I said, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Like I said, obviously, I want to be here for you. I want to make sure you guys are ready to go. And but like I said, we track our way down in time. Like I said, a single change in this low pressure system could drive all of that snow to the northeast. All it has to do is just shift a little to the south, and that's still several days out. And that can definitely happen, honestly. That has the potential to happen here. Now, like I said, the main difference here between the GFS American and the European model is the fact that this one, the American model, shows heavy snow for like eastern New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So, because obviously the colder air gets to those areas a little bit more. So we'll definitely keep an eye on it. Julie says Cincinnati for me, still no real snow. Okay, so for Cincinnati, obviously towards that region there in basically southwestern Ohio. With that being said, honestly, it does show that cold front moving is that far north. It's possible. It is possible, like I said, that we could see maybe just a bit of snowfall on the back inside. But just once again, for that area, like I said, for that area specifically, just don't, really count on it too much. Don't, be seriously reliable on that, or don't expect these models to be reliable, I should say. Just an idea. So, but like I said, my friends, we got you guys covered. We're going to be here for you. Tomorrow, we're also going to do another live stream to give you guys an update on the system here, which is crazy. We have rain coming in South Carolina on Thursday, says Cara. Let's look. You said here on Thursday across South Carolina. So we have actually some possibly moving in tomorrow, maybe a few showers. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, there you go. Out of that system here for like the 12th. Like I said, that's what I'm concerned about. That cold front that's moving towards the southeast. Which is, like I said, obviously, that's the concern there. We take a look here. We'll switch over here towards the U.S. view again. Right in the southeast region, look at that. Pretty strong cold front potential, regarding things. And I want to take a look at the temperature trends here, too. You can see that cold front moving through, possibly bringing down those temperatures, maybe to freezing towards, like, central Alabama, which is interesting. Definitely really, really interesting here. And we are probably going to see a pretty cold, trend out of that as well. Yeah, you can see that moving through and how that kind of drags some of that cold air down there on the models. You can see towards that frame there. You see how far down that freezing point moves? Yeah, definitely a little bit chilly. So that could bring some cold temperatures there, and which we will definitely continue to watch here. But anyways, my friends, well, I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up here for tonight. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, my friends. Like I said, I'm going to be here for you. We got you covered. Don't ever worry about it. Like I said, obviously, just if you're nervous about the system here, feel free to reach out to me. And like I said, you guys can expect us. You guys can trust us. We'll be live on as much as possible. We'll be live tomorrow night as well, probably around 9, 10 o'clock. So that way you guys can stay on top of this. You guys can stay alert with this. I might even do a mid-video tomorrow. We'll actually talk about that. I'll probably do a video tomorrow, honestly. And like I said, Like I said, obviously, you know, we'll inform you. We'll do a video tomorrow. Just remember that. I'll probably have it on. I would say early afternoon. We should have it by around 3. I should say we should have a video out. So be expecting that, my friends. But anyways, if you're not already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys are subscribed so you do not miss out on anything here. And like I said, we'll continue to keep you guys informed here on the channel and everything like that. So once again, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Big shout out actually goes to the pilot guy here for basically just for supporting the channel today, with the donation. So pilot guy, thank you so much. And like I said, pilot guy was actually the first person to donate on the channel, which was definitely really, really cool. So once again, everybody, thank you all for joining us. If you have any questions, hey, feel free to join our Discord and, talk about it. I'll be active on the Discord. If you have any questions at all, if you're worried about something, we'll work it out for y'all. Like I said, just don't be worried about it. Just keep an eye on it. It's something to watch. And like I said, if there's something you should be very concerned about, we'll let you know. And like I said, right now, there's a lot more support we've seen over the last few days. There's a lot more support on this event here that could drive severe weather across the south, could drive some snow across the north. That there is a lot more support on it. And like I said, I mean, things can still shift around by the time by the time the time comes here. So we'll definitely we'll need to keep that on the back burner. All right, my friends. Well, once again, thank you all so much for joining us here for tonight. Hope you all have an amazing, like I said, hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night here. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be catching you guys. Like I said, we'll be catching you guys on the live stream here for tomorrow to make sure that you guys are preparing for this event here. All right, my friends. Once again, thank you all so much for joining us. Hope y'all have an amazing rest of your night. If you're not already, hit that subscribe button. If you're not, do it, my friends. We greatly appreciate it. It'll help us out. It'll help you out. It'll help everybody out. Because like I said, the more you subscribe, or if you hit that subscribe button, basically it's going to tell YouTube, wow, this content creator is, actually pretty cool dude. And meaning could perhaps push this out further to other people and maybe perhaps saving their lives. So if you're not already, guys, absolutely hit that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated, my friends. Once again, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Like I said, we'll be here for you all, basically, with that video tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll get you guys on a live stream tomorrow night. All right, guys, we'll probably do a forecast live stream tomorrow night as well. That way, if you guys are, wanting me to look at a specific area of this upcoming storm, we'll let you know. All right, my friends. Well, this is the final goodbye. I say this a lot, but anyways, y'all, hope you have an amazing work day tomorrow, school day tomorrow, whatever you're doing tomorrow. Hope it is all right, and I hope that you have a great week this week. All right, guys, we'll sign off here for tonight. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, and we'll catch you guys here in the next one. Peace out, my friends. See you tomorrow.
Metro area and the surrounding KHB listening area. Rest of tonight, cloudy. Rain likely with a slight chance of sleet until midnight, then a chance of rain. Patchy fog. Little or no sleet accumulation. Lows in the mid-30s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 70%. Monday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 40s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Monday night, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 20s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tuesday, partly sunny in the morning, then becoming mostly cloudy. Highs in the upper 40s. West winds around 5 miles an hour, becoming south in the afternoon. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy until midnight, then clearing. Lows around 30. Southeast winds around 5 miles an hour until midnight, becoming light and variable. Wednesday, mostly cloudy. Highs around 50. Thursday, mostly cloudy with rain likely. Highs in the mid-50s. Lows in the mid-40s. Chance of rain 70%. Friday, mostly cloudy with a chance of rain. Highs in the lower 50s. Lows in the mid-30s. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday, partly cloudy. Highs in the mid-40s. Lows in the upper 20s. Sunday, mostly clear. Highs in the upper 40s. Lows in the upper 20s. The latest river levels in the Potomac, Shenandoah, and Rappahannock basins are as follows. All reports are current as of 6 p.m. and are measured in feet. For Potomac River at Shepherdstown, 3.8. Potomac River at Point of Rocks, 3.1. Potomac River at Edwards Ferry, 5.4. Potomac River at Little Falls, 3.9. North Fork Shenandoah River near Strasburg, 2.3. South Fork Shenandoah River at Front Royal, 1.9. Shenandoah River at Millville, 2.9. Rappahannock River at Remington, 3.6. Rappahannock River above Fredericksburg, 2.6. Rapidan River near Culpeper, 1.3. Opequon Creek near Martinsburg, 2.6. Seneca Creek at Dawsonville, 2.3. Goose Creek near Leesburg, 1.9. Monocacy River at Frederick, 2.7. This hazardous weather outlook is for the Maryland portion of the Chesapeake Bay, tidal Potomac River, and I-95 corridor through central Maryland, northern Virginia, and District of Columbia. Day 1, tonight. No hazardous weather is expected at this time. Days 2 through 7, Monday through Saturday. No hazardous weather is expected at this time. Spotter information statement. Spotter